यशोधनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोधनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुनातीरवनचारी यमुनातीरवनचारी श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare Hare Radha Madhava Se Radhe panchatattva jayo panchatattva panchatattva jayo panchatattva Jaya Gauranithai, Jaya Gauranithai, Gauranithai, Jaya Gauranithai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Premanandhe. Hare Krishna. So, I've given a service to speak Bhagavatam. Before I speak, I would like to take blessing from all of you. Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayana Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tatam Jayam Mudiraye Nasta Pradeshu Apradeshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavade Uttamam Sloker Bhaktir Vavadhi Nayastake. So today we are going to see Canto 2. The title is Cosmic Manifestations from chapter 10. Which is Bhagavatam is the answer to all questions. Particularly we are going to see the verse number 41. Sattvam rajas tama iti. Sattvam rajas tama iti. Tisraḥ sura-nṛ-nārakāḥ. Tisraḥ sura-nṛ-nārakāḥ. tatrāpy ekaikaśo rājan. tatrāpy ekaikaśo rājan. bhidyante gatayas tridhā. bhidyante gatayas tridhā. yadaikaitaro. That is anyābhyām. yadaikaitaro anyābhyām. sva-bhāva upahanyate. sva-bhāva upahanyate. sattvaṁ rajatamahite. tisraḥ sura-nṛ-nārakāḥ. tatrāpy ekaikaśo rājan. bhidyante gatayas tridhā. yadaikaikataro anyābhyām. sva-bhāva upahanyate. sattvaṁ rājan tamahite. titraḥ sura-nṛ-nārakāḥ. tatrāpy ekaikaśo rājan. bhidyante tridhā. yadaikaikataro anyābhyām. sva-bhāva upahanyate. sattvaṁ rājan tamahite. tisraḥ sura-nṛ-nārakāḥ tatrāpy ekaikaśo rājan bhidyante tridhā yadaikaikataro anyābhyām sva-bhāva upahanyate. Prabhus. Bhidyante yadaikaikataro nyābhyāṁ sva-bhāva upahanyate sattvaṁ bhavam tamas iti yadaikaikataro rajan yadā nyābhyāṁ sva-bhāva upahanyate sattvam rajan tamasiti tisraḥ sura-nṛ-nārakāḥ tatrāpy ekaikaśo yadaikaikataro anyābhyāṁ sva-bhāva upahanyate. Matajis. sattvam rajas-tama iti tisraḥ tatrāpy ekaikaśo rajan nyābhyāṁ sva-bhāva upahanyate. Sattvam, the mood of goodness. Raja, the mood of patience. Tama, the mood of darkness. Iti, thus. Tisraḥ, the three. Sura, demigod. Nṛ, human being. Nārakāḥ, one who is suffering. Hellish condition. Tatra, api, even the ekaikaśo, another. Rajan, O king. Bhidyante, divide into. Gatayas, movement. Tridhā, three. Yadā, at the time. Ekaikataraḥ, one in relation with another. Anyābhyām, from other. Sva-bhāva, habit. Upahanyate, develop. The translations by His Divine Grace Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki, as well the purport. According to different mood of material nature, the mood of goodness, the mood of passion, and the mood of darkness. There are different living creatures who are known as demigod, human being, and the hellish living entities. O king, even a particular moods of nature being mixed with other two is divided into three, and thus each kind of living creature is influenced by the other moods and acquire it a bit also. So the purport is Divine Grace Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. The living entity individually are being conducted by particular moods of nature. but at the same time, there is every change of being influenced by other two. Generally, all conditioned soul in material engagement are influenced by the mood of passion, because every one of them is trying to lord over the material nature, to fulfill its individual desire. But in spite of the individual mood of passion, there is always the chance of being influenced by other mood of nature by association. If one is in good association, he can develop the mood of goodness, and if in bad association, he may develop the mood of darkness or ignorance. Nothing is stereotype. One can change his habit by good or bad association. One has to become intelligent enough to discriminate between good and bad. The best association is the service of the devotee of the Lord. And by that association, one can become the highest qualified man by the grace the Lord pure devotees. As we have already seen in the life of Srila Narada Muni, he became the topmost devotee of the Lord simply by association of pure devotee of the Lord. By birth, he was the son of maidservant and had no knowledge of his father and no academic education, even of the lowest status, but simply associating with the devotee, and by eating the remnant of their foodstuff, he gradually developed the transcendental quality of the devotees. By such association, his taste for chanting and hearing the transcendental glory of the Lord become prominent, because the glories of the Lord are none different from the Lord. He got direct association with the Lord by means of sound representations. Similarly, there is the life of Ajamil, 6th canto, who was the son of Brahmana and was educated, trained properly in the discharge of the duty of Brahmana, but who, in spite of all this, because he contacted the bad association of prostitute, was put into the part of the lower quality of Chandala, or the last position for human being. Therefore, the Bhagavatam always recommend the association of the Mahat, or the great soul, for opening the gate of salvation. The association with person engaged in lording over the material worlds means to enter into darkest region of hell. One should try to raise himself by association with the great soul. That is the way of the perfection of life. Om Ajnana-tramandasya jana shalakaya chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Shapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupam Gadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guram Sri Yudapadakamalam Sri Guram Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sakrajatam Sakagana Raghunatvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padasahana Lalitam Sri Visakam Tam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tatpakanchana Gauranke Radhe Vrindavanishwari Vrishabhanum Shude Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatrubhacha Kripa Sindhu Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Shivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Tat Sat. So, again I'm reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 10, verse number 41. Sattvam rajam tama ite tisraḥ sura-nṛ-nārakāḥ tatrāpy ekaikaśo rājan bhidyante tridhā yadaikaikataro nyābhyāṁ sva-bhāva upahanyate. Translations by Sri Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. According to different mood of material nature, the mood of goodness, the mood of patience, and the mood of darkness, they are different living creatures who are known as demigods, human being, and hellish living entity. O king, even particular moods of nature being mixed with the other two is divided into three. Thus, each kind of living creature influenced by other moods acquire it a bit also. Hare Krishna, today is a very auspicious day where the tridhā is Purnami, the day where we're going to start Kartik month. Also, we're going to speak a touch about associations connected with this sloka. And as well today also Sri Murari Gupta Disciplines Day. So, and also Krishna Sarda Rasa Yatra and also Lakshmi Puja was celebrated in West Bengal. So, first we need to understand the concept of this sloka. So, this is about creations, where it's been explained about the creations. So when it been explaining about the creations, so this the subject is influence of living entity, how the living entity get influence. So by to recognize the transformation power and association of the great soul also been touched. So when we divided the translations, so to make more deeper understanding of this sloka, it's touch about mood of material natures. So mood of material natures means sattva, which is referring to the mood of goodness, then rajaḥ and also darkness. So these mood are influence the behavior, the character and disposition of the living entity in this material world. This is the first thing that we can see. And the second thing, when we're going to see how the influence of the moods taking place. This verse is explaining how this mood influence different living entity. Demigods also been influenced, human being also been influenced, as well the hellish living entity also been influenced. So it been divided. They say that the demigods are influenced by the mood of goodness, the human be influenced by the mood of patience, and hellish been influenced by the mood of darkness. So then when we want to see the concept of this, so we can see more deepened, been explained in a further canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, how the devas and how the devas are acting in a mood of goodness. So the same questions been asked by Parishit Maharaj. He say that how the Lord is equal to everyone, but still you look like a partial, right? It's always go and save the demigods. So then Sukadeva Goswami explaining how the mood influence them also. So according to the mood, the Lord also reciprocate with the devas. When they are in mood of ignorance or they are in mood of rajasic, who win the battles? If the devas are in mood of rajasic and also in mood of ignorance, who win the battles? Demons. Yes, you are right. So demons. So like that. So this how the mood are influenced. So then the third is how the mood are mixings. So in this translation we can see the verse is highlighted that even within a particular mood of nature there can be mixture of two moods. So in particularly Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 9, verse number 27 to 28, Prabhupada was explaining that There are three mood mette nature. They mix with another, they become 9. So the 3, when they mix, they become 9. Then when the 9 is mixed, they become 81. So this is the reason when the Lord given this task to Brahma, that is difficult. So only he can able to execute this service. So this is the reason why the service is given to the Brahma. So how you want to mix? So it's a kind of mixture, So like only the engineering persons know how to mix the cements, the bricks to make the buildings. So like that, then habit is formations. So this verse suggests the mood shape the habit and also the behavior of living entity. So when sattva is associated with purity, sattva is associated with the purity, knowledge and harmony. When a person is prominent influenced by sattva, then the tendency exhibit such a quality as wisdom and self-control being exhibited. This is how the habit is formation. So like that. So now this is how the verse been divided into the 4 category when we see how it happens. So now when we go to the Srila Prabhupada purpose, so Srila Prabhupada was saying that about associations influenced. So in this connection, where Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 5, verse number 31, where it says that Na te vidhu sarvata gati e vishnum durasya bahir anartha manina anta yattindra upamaniya tesi aptantram urdhamini padaha na te vidhu sarvakati e vishnu. So for this person, the Vishnu Bhakti cannot take influence on them. Who have attached to the sense gratifications, they can't, because they want, because the sense gratification been explained that is like a blazing fire. When you put something, the fire will be, it go more and more. So this is the reason why Srimad Bhagavatam, particularly in this chapter, was explaining that for that person, when the spiritual life cannot take place. But sadhu sangha sarva sastra hoy, lava matra sadhu sangha sarva siddhi hoy. So this when this sloka from Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela chapter 22 verse number 54, when Narada Muni was reading this, then he got how it possible, Then he went to meet Narayana. Then I definitely all know about the story, I think. So when then the Lord say go and meet this pig. Then after that, then end of the day. So like that, they got another more version of the story. When Narada realized the power of associations, so they got one particular devotee. His name is Ambarish also king, where his brother was influenced by bad associations. So then this king Indranumna asking a favor from Narada, my dear Narada, lava matra. So lava matra means, according to the the purport of Srila Prabhupada, is in astronomical calculation, lava is 1/11 of a second. I don't know how to go 1/11 of the second. So just glimpse, right? So like that. So then Ambarish Maharaj asked this king. He asked Ambarish Maharaj asking Narada going to meet his brother, also king. Then he went. Then his brother was very, very mischievous. He was a drunken. He was a woman hunter and everything. So then he don't have a time for the good things. And Narada go and want to meet him. So they say, I don't want sadhu to associate. I don't want sadhu at all. I don't want sadhu. So they was beating Narada and they want to throw. And Narada say, oh my dear king, Papa, the king, the king of the sin, please ask the Yama Dharma, by seeing the devotee, what the benefit one get, by just seeing the devotee, what benefit they getting. So then somehow the dad is come and then he left. So then after that, when this king go in the penal court of Yama, and also the lawyer of the Yamas is standing there. So then they was reading this particular this king, the king of the scenes, the king's scenes diary. So his account, and they say that you don't have anything good, but still I want to favor you. What I can do? So then the king said. Then suddenly he remember about Narada to ask the questions. What benefit did I get by see the Vaishnavas, the devotees? Then Yamadharma got shocked. You don't know the answer. I'm a Mahajan. Oh, I don't know. Then I should go to the Brahma. Let me ask Brahma. Then he went to Brahma. Brahma, oh my dear father, Brahma, I don't understand the subject. Please enlighten me what benefit that can get by associate with that, by seeing the devotees, by seeing the glimpse of the devotee. Then after that, Brahma say, I also don't know. Then you also don't know. And then after that, it go to Shiva. All of them go to Shiva. Brahma said that only Vaishnava, yata Vaishnavana yato Shambhu. So the biggest Vaishnava is there, is Lord Shiva. Let we go and ask him. So they went to Lord Shiva. So then they went to Lord Shiva, they asking this question, and Lord Shiva said that, I don't know. I also don't. Then they say, let we ask to the Krishna himself, Vishnu himself. Then they went to Vishnu. Then they asking with Vishnu, what benefits? Then Vishnu started laughing. So by seeing the Vaishnava, end of the day they will come to me. So you see the person been delivered. So this is the power of the association of the Vaishnavas. So in this connection we can see how Srila Prabhupada, just with the small kartal, right? Where he sit in under the tree in Thompson Park. He just chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. What's happened to them? The epis are transformed to become epi. Epis become epi. This is how the association of the pure devotees of Srila Prabhupada. This is then the second part. Prabhupada say is still living in his book, right? So all of us here, we have bad habits. We just reflected our own life. How the bad habits are transformed because we are associated with Srila Prabhupada through his book. Still Prabhupada is living. So like that we can see the associations, how it influences. So again in this particular in this purport where Prabhupada has say that is you need to choose either you want good association or bad association. So Srila Prabhupada always say that give association, don't take association when you meet non-devotee. So similarly, when we want to go and preach, like Narada is always like to go and preach Narayana, Narayana, Hare Krishna, when he chant, he go. And particularly he was there in one place where you see this Kuvira sons, Nalakuvira and Manikuvira. They was with the drunkens and also with the woman. And Narada was passing by. Normally when people have so much influence, their tendency to get a bad association because they get everything. So why they need to think about go back to Krishna? Because whatever the desire has been fulfilled. So what necessary for me to go to Krishna? Whatever I want, I get. Let me enjoy. So this is the tendency. So as a Kubira's sons, they was don't have a discipline to them in another way. So they was influenced by all these bad habits, drunken, also the women's there. So Narada passing by, then women aware about Narada Munis, so they left immediately and covered themselves. And normally we can see when people with health, I'm saying only certain people, not everyone, okay? When certain people, so when they have influence, their false egos rise to up. You cannot challenge them up. Who are you to tell me? Who are you to educate me? I know everything, okay? So they got puffed up. Oh, this saintly person, this Brahmana, is just depending from what my fathers gives and all these things will think. So like that, the false ego, the hankar was there in their heart. Then Like earlier I was saying, just lava matra by seeing. But now, what happened, they associate with the Narada. Just seeing, this is association. So the devotees always, in Srimad, in Ishopanishad, the Lord is always saying, Om Nimishaya Namaha, Annimishaya Namaha. So the God, Krishnas only see the goodness. So Om Nimishaya Namaha. Then also Annimishaya Namaha. He closed the eyes when we doing the bad things. So the Lord only can see the good thing. Similarly like that, the Vaishnava also have this quality. They only see the good quality. So how should I engage them in service of Krishna? This is what Narada was thinking. So let them, I curse them in, be take born in the courtyard of Nanda Maharaj. So like that they become Arjuna's race. So then they got associated with the Lord and they get purified by seeing, by seeing. They got another one more story from the Acharyas when I read this, especially this commentary. He was saying that this particular Amala Arjuna trees was very gratitude to Sri Narada Muni. Oh, I was thinking what Narada Muni have cursed us, that's really bad. So like that they was thinking. So then in beginning, but when the mood of sattva developed toward them, so the influence, so then immediately what's happened to them, the transformation take place on them. Then immediately the Lord say, okay, now you already repent with your mistakes, so now the time me for deliver you all. So like that, so now let me pray to the Lord. So maybe we don't know what moods are influencing us. I don't know, you all may be great Mahajans. So I'm asking your mercy and blessing so that let myself be transformed, the transformation should be take place. So this then many story on this particular subject we can see, like King Bharata and a deer been attached. So where the mood also from Brahma up to the hellish planets, the living entity in hellish, also been influenced by the three mood of mental nature. No one can escape, but only the devotees. So this in this Srila Prabhupada purport was telling, was narrating how the transformative power of association take place. So like that, so they got another story of Murari Gupta. Murari Gupta is none different from Anuman. So he was attached to Lord Ram. So one particular day when Nityananda Prabhu came, when Nityananda Prabhu came to him, and when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also sitting there, then what did Murari Gupta do it? He just pay obeisance to the Mahaprabhu, then he go to the Nityananda Prabhu. So then Mahaprabhu get offended. Oh, my Nityananda is elder than me. How you can pay obeisance to me first? So then the associate of Mahaprabhu explaining the greatness of Nityananda Prabhu. Murari Gupta ki. Yeah, so like that we can see how, still got 50 minutes, okay. So the many story I am prepared here. So then this is how we can see how this Nityananda Prabhu glorious was being narrated by Murari Gupta. So Murari Gupta is not by association with Mahaprabhu. Because of him we get the glories of Nityananda Prabhu. So they also got many story where it say that in particularly in Chaitanya Charitamrita, in Adi Leela, chapter 10, text number 51, it says that Chitasya Karina Yera, Iha Sadava, Deha Roga, Bhava Roga, Dui Tara Shaya. So normally, as a Murari Gupta treat his patient by mercy, both their body and spiritual disease are subsidy. So normally we have material disease and also spiritual disease. When we have a material disease, where we go? Doctor. But are the material disease cured fully? Can they save us from the birth, old age? Huh? They can't, right? So who can save that? Huh? Only devotees. So this is how we can see. So on particular of this subject, of this verse, we can see the mood of Srila Prabhupada. He said that he wants us to get good associations. He wants us to understand, and he wants us to spread the glories of the association of the devotees. So when he said that to inspire people to seek the association of the devotee, to main attain spiritual perfections and go back. This is how we can see in Srila Prabhupada. So where in this particular purpose was enriched with the glories of the Vaishnavas. Srila Prabhupada ki, we can see now this is how Srila Prabhupada have many story we can see when, especially when I hearing the narrations of the exalted Vaishnavas, when we hearing from them how they come in contact with Krishna consciousness, with ISKCON, we can see how through the association of the Vaishnava, they were narrating, particularly one of the Vaishnava, he said that he was a drug addict, he was a big gang leader. At the time he wanted to meet Srila Prabhupada. So then somehow he contacted with Vaishnavas, or the devotee of Srila Prabhupada, and then he got eagerness to say this, who's this personality. So then he go and meet Srila Prabhupada, then immediately something that take transformations within the hearts of this particular devotee, and he said that now I am the great Vaishnava. So last time when I was narrating a story, so one Vaishnava was asking me, please don't mention the Vaishnava name. So I'm following the protocol of that. So I never mentioned the particular Vaishnava's name. So this how. So when we reflect in our own life, so by the true associations, we have been transformed now to become a Vaishnava because of Srila Prabhupada. So this sloka basically is telling that we need to transit the three modes of material natures. No one can escape from the three modes of material natures. No one can escape this. Only by association of Vaishnava we can trans this. Three modes of material nature. This how this sloka is explaining more about the moods where all the jivas. So we say that thus each kind of living influenced by the other moods habits. So this how we can see. So this how we can see the moods are influencing all the jivas. So like that, the concept of here is the three moods of material natures are influence of the living entity. The only solutions are here association with the devotees. ISKCON Bhakta Vrinde ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaura Premanande. So there are any questions or comments?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you for beautiful lecture. My question is we say that with bad association we are easily influenced, and we try to copy and try to do things as they do. But in spite of so many years good association, we are not changing.
Mm-hmm.
Why it is so? Why we take bad things easily, and why good things it takes lot of time to change?
So in order to answer these particular questions, they are in chapter 2, verse number 62 onwards. He says that sangat tyaga, right? So when you see, we contaminate the object. Again, it depends, because the Lord has given you independency, icha dvesha. So when the jiva is desiring for, so the Lord say, yes, you got the karma balance, so I give you. So this is the reason where, this is two things where, again, from here we can see how the Lord still giving the independent for the soul to choose what they want. So again, because if the Lords never do that, then there are no questions of independency, right? So therefore, why we get influenced? Because the desire. So when you see, this is where they say that this is the reason where in this particular chapter 2, he said that we shouldn't associate with this. So where in this particular purport, where Prabhupada explained about Ajamil's story, how Ajamil get associate, how from he's a Brahmana, but he fault. Because we don't know how our mind was the king for the senses. So when the minds detect, when the sense sing, hey, look at this beautiful woman. And the mind say, let me enjoy. Let me enjoy. So this is how it takes place. So then, as long you come back to the association, then the mind again detect, hey, you're foolish, you're stupid, you're rascal. How can you do that? This is how the mind is work. So this reason we need an intellect to overcome that. So this reason why we have an association of the devotee to transform ourselves. Hope it will answer you. Yeah.
I even like associating such a good devotees for a long time. Why we are not changing? Like why this is not happening?
Okay, if so long they are practicing, but we don't understand the desire. Only Paramatma within they know the desire, icha, dvesha. So the Lord say in 4:11, as you surrender, I reward you accordingly. So the Lord sit in your heart and your desire for it. But you see, when the Lord is taking in charge for the Vaishnava, whatever Vaishnava they are. So the Lord will give a lesson for particular Vaishnava to repent of their desire for the material. So example we can contemplate in Dhruva Maharaj's pastime. When Dhruva Maharaj, what the purpose he got for Krishna? Have a material desire. But the process itself taking him, the cleaning process, right? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So the process, when the process takes place, this is because Jiva Goswami and Vishnu Chakravarti say that spiritual life is gradual process, not a miracle. No, one day you join and you become poor Vaishnava. No such thing. Even so long, because we don't understand what our desire are within. So when, particularly in the book of Bhakti Chaitanya Swami Maharaj about the demon in the Vrindavan, so the lessons of Taraka, the Chakata, the cart of Krishna, is heavy karma. So you have to carry the karma, the desire within it. So therefore the Lord hypocriting for such a Vaishnavas, so that they can learn the mistake and come back to Him. So then we must exhaust that. This way, who's this? Kundi Devi say, Ankinchana Gocharaha. So you got exhausted, I do one. Let me only take shelter of Krishna. So this is the reason why the Lord will do such a way, so that you can repent. So this is a lesson actually. Vaishnava never fall. There is no such thing a Vaishnava fall. This is because in 241 Krishna says there are no losses or demolitions. Right? So where the fall down, it's not fall down. They might be slip away, but they will come back where they start. So when we see the story of Jadabharat Maharaj, when he stopped, become a deer, then he become the, again he become, then he understand, then he go to the ashram, he take the austerity, then he become the Bharat, and he become the Jadabharat. So like that the Vaishnava never fall. Because of their desire, the Lord want to give the lesson to come back to tracks. The reformation are taking place in the Vaishnavas. So when they say that Vaishnava are fallen, normally Vaishnava never fall. Maybe they are changing the ashram, maybe the Vaishnava, the ashram, because ashram is just a material platform. It's not Sanatana Dharma, it's not about the soul. This is why we read from chapter 2 of Bhagavad Gita, where the soul, even chapter 13, the soul is not affected all this. Because of the mind, the subtle body, we are going to all these transformations.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. So any other questions? Your name, Prabhu? Thank you so much. Lovely questions, Prabhu. So, yeah, thank you so much. I think no questions. Srila Prabhupada ki, Grandhar Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Nitai Gaura Premanande. Thank you so much, dear Vaishnava. Hare Krishna Vanjakalpatarubhacha, Kripa Sandhyacha, Patitanam Pavanepya, Vaishnava Namo Namaha.